Hello there and welcome back to the channel. This is Mel's Gaming here with another The Hunter Call of the Wild video. Now today's video is going to be a little bit of a whitetail highlight clips thing from the past few days of me trying to grind for my second great one on Rancho. Now, those of you that have been following the channel will know that I did manage to get a great one on Leighton a couple of months ago, and I'm now looking for my second, and with the release of Rancho, there has been quite a few great ones actually shot. And I think it's mainly because of how much easier whitetail actually are to hunt on this map. I unfortunately had some issues initially with my whitetail and actually had to do a pop reset as they weren't respawning, but since then they have been respawning and I've been doing a lot of grinding. I've shot several hundred whitetail in the past couple of days. After over 4,000 kills on Leighton, I'm finding this map much easier. Now, something I really wanted to go over just quickly before sort of going into sort of more highlights from the past few days is where you can find whitetail on Rancho del Arroyo and the times that you will find them drinking. Just for anyone that's interested, as I know that some people have been having issues. So on this map, they drink from 8:30 to 11:30, which is a really, really good time. And this is one of my favourite lakes there that's just north from the starting lodge. This lake here is also incredibly good. I think a few people are referring to this as Australia Lake these days because of the shape. It is a really, really, really good lake, and you can see all of these drink zones around this lake are all whitetail, and there's a lot of whitetail in those zones, which is fantastic. Now, in the north of the map, we also have this lake, which again, all of these drink zones around this lake are for whitetail. And please forgive the hunting pressure. Today, I've been sort of adjusting setups, moving things around, and when I've seen deer, basically that have been fleeing, I've just been shooting them, not worrying too much about hunting pressure. Basically, just trying to get some numbers down and refine things a little bit. Now, this lake, I have two whitetail drink zones there, but they are actually they're covered by bobcat and peccary drink zones. But that lake is not producing particularly well for me, though it does for other people. Now, this big lake in sort of the middle of the map also has quite a few whitetail drink zones. All of these drink zone icons, again, are for whitetail. And yeah, I do get quite a few here. It's not the most reliable lake, but one of the spots, you can see there I have a tent, a tripod, and that is the best zone there, the sort of towards the top of that lake. For me, that's the best zone on that lake. Now, this next lake is the last lake that whitetails drink at, as far as I know, and as you can see, all of these drink zones, again, around here are for whitetail. And so I normally get quite a few actually here, and it's a really, really nice spot because of how easy it is to access. You kind of just run along the shore and see for quite a way, and that makes such a difference when you're grinding them, like, to be actually able to see so many whitetail. Now, this was at the lake I said isn't particularly reliable, the second to last one there. Earlier, I tracked a 85 to 100 kg whitetail track, and I saw him stuck, and I just shot it without thinking, and it ended up being quite a pig level 3. That is one of the luckiest shots I think I've ever had. It might be the luckiest shot ever. For me, personally, that's just insane. I could have completely messed that up. I had no idea he was a level 3. I thought it was just a normal 85 to 100 level 2. But no, he was quite a big level 3 at 268.20. And I've never had one in that position in a harvest screen, and that was really, really cool to actually get. Now, again, this is going to be another incredibly lucky shot. Again, I had to use shadow play to actually record this. I was shooting that 85 to 100 level 2, and I was looking to see if I could drop any other bucks as they were fleeing, as I've got okay at actually dropping them when they were fleeing. Saw that buck and shot it, and only noticed it was a level 3 about then. So I quickly hit record, and that was, again, just the luckiest shot. Could have completely messed it up, but actually managed to hit vitals. And I didn't think he was actually big enough, but still a level 3 and another really lucky shot. Now, something I thought that I'd mention whilst talking about this is I did actually mess up a diamond level 2 that I didn't realise. I didn't think he was big enough. He looked smaller than this one to me. But didn't think anything of it, and then shot it, and it ended up being a diamond, or would have been a diamond anyway. And yeah, that was a bit of a shame. But I'm getting a lot of really big respawns. And something else that I've seen quite a lot of is these albino whitetail does. I have seen 3 of these guys now, and they are absolutely gorgeous, but I just wish they had antlers, because unfortunately there's not a whole lot I can do with a white-tailed doe in my lodge. If it was a buck, I would put it in that multi-mount when they get fixed, but unfortunately you can't put the does in the multi-mounts. But I love the new albino skins. And I got another piebald buck at one of my zones as well. I seem to be producing an awful lot of diamonds and rares over the past sort of day and a half of grinding. And it's really encouraging. I think I've had 5 diamonds now on 4 trolls, which is really okay. And then obviously that level 2 I mentioned that would have made diamond but I kind of butchered the shot. So yeah, it's really encouraging to see so many good spawns. Um, as I mentioned before, there is a lot of great ones coming off of Rancho, and I want to say that I don't know whether they're broken. Some people are saying yes, they definitely are. Some people are saying no, they're definitely not. I'm kind of on the fence because I can see the fact that there is so many whitetail now, and they're so easy to access, as you can see just how many there are, and they're not drinking in brush, so they're that much easier to spot. And just because of how much more accessible they are, sort of everyone is getting on board with grinding for great ones, and so more are turning up. And because they're working properly, so there's no broken ones, no level 4s and 5s. And it's really, really awesome to see so many people getting great ones. I think it's awesome to see so many people in the community getting such a special trophy. I'm all for it, and I'm really happy to see people doing it. And I've been talking to a lot of people, and I'm just hoping that I can really, get lucky and get a second one. I know it's greedy pushing for a second one, but I really would like to do a multi-mount, I think, with my biggest diamond whitetail and then 2 great ones. So have like my biggest typical and then the 2 non-tips. I think that would look quite cool. But I don't know, I'd really, really like to try. And that's something I really want to talk about as well over these clips, is the fact that over the next few days, I might not have as many, going into multiplayer looking for diamonds sort of videos, because I am spending almost all my time hunting whitetail. I'm barely shooting any other species, and when I am, it's to clear hunting pressure that I have to get rid of. Every other animal I'm shooting is whitetail. I'm shooting hundreds of them. As you guys know, I've shot over 4,000 whitetail in my second grade 1 grind so far on Leighton alone, which is a lot of whitetail. That's a lot of whitetail, especially from Leighton. And how I've been monitoring that, as some people I've noticed on the Facebook group and stuff for Call of the Wild have asked, is basically what I did is looked at my total harvest when I started, which was 3,900. And to give you an idea, I'm now at like 9,450 something harvests, and almost all of those are whitetail. I'd say that there's maybe 300 or 400 animals in that aren't whitetail, so things like moose, ducks, wolves, other diamonds from multiplayer, pheasants, all those kind of things. I'd say there's at least 400 different other things in there. But even if you look at the difference between, so let's say it's 4,000 to 9,000, and we'll skip out all the other ones in between it. That's a lot of whitetail, and yeah, that even if it's a couple hundred less, that's still an awful lot of whitetail. Especially with them being on Leighton, most of these kills that I'm talking about having come from Leighton, it's just an insane amount of whitetail that I'm getting through. And now on Rancho, in the past day, I've gone through over 400 M1 rounds. So yeah, there's good numbers of deer hitting the ground, and I can only hope that all this work will culminate into a second great one. I'm trying my absolute best, but I really wanted to apologise for you guys that are here for quite regular diamond hunting content, if there isn't any for the next couple of days, purely because I'm gonna try really, really hard to get that second great one. If I don't get one, it will be sad, but it's gonna take me a little while to give up yet. So please bear with me. There will be more hunting for diamonds. I really want to get my diamond pheasant. I really want to get a melanistic pheasant, an albino pheasant, a leucistic pheasant. I really want to get all of them. So yeah. Also, just want to mention while this clip plays, this is an absolutely monstrous whitetail, and you guys will see just how big he is in a minute. But with that estimate of 258 to 299, I knew he was guaranteed diamond, and he was absolutely massive, which is why I decided to move a little bit closer to get this shot. But as I said, I promise there will be more of that content of hunting other animals. But when you're going for a great one, the more hours you put into it, the sort of the more chance you've got. And I can only hope with all these level 3s and level 2 diamonds and rares that are popping up, I think that can only mean that I'm doing the right things and that it's only a matter of time, hopefully, crossing my fingers until I do get one. And of course, if I do get one, you guys will know all about it. You'll know where I shot it, when I shot it, how many diamonds, rares, whatever it took for me to get it. You guys will know everything, and of course, it will be a video. If we get one, it's an if. It's never a guarantee with the great ones, but I'm really kind of hopeful at the minute, especially with a harvest like this. This I could not wait to put in the video, and I saved the best till last. This is my biggest whitetail diamond ever. That is a max weight 271.70 whitetail. Now, I have two other 271 scoring whitetail, but I think this one is bigger by just a couple of, like, literally point zero something. He is just a little bit bigger, but he is my biggest. And look at that. Like, I want to put that in a multi-mount with two great ones, and I think it will be so cool to have just a massive looking typical and then the great ones within. I think that'll look pretty cool. But that is just a monster. Absolute monster whitetail. I've seen some that score a little bit higher, but getting that max weight, that's my second ever max weight. My first max weight came from the first great one grind, and now this guy in the second. So hopefully if everything keeps going this way, I'll get one just a little bit bigger, and then it will be a great one. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys will stick around for more diamond hunting videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys again soon.